Then join the corporate team challenge at
got
Susan
any
G.
of these?
Komen Grand Rapids Race for
Do
the
I have any
Cure
of those?
on
No.
Saturday, September
think so.
26th.
Yeah, with
Visit
the new logo.
ComenGR.org and register
The
today.
razor, yeah.
Call David now at 774-2424 or 866
Damn right, call me now.
2899. You're listening to the David Carrier Show on News Radio.
Good morning and welcome back to the David Carrier Show. I'm still David Carrier, your family's personal attorney. And we're just talking to Karen about how do we leave stuff when you have an only child. And my point is, number one, it doesn't matter if you have one or if you have 8 like my like my folks do. It's not, and it's not about trust or well. The point is, how do you do it? I mean, what is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? And it's the same thing we're talking about with these cottages and stuff. What is the goal? Now, with the cottages, and it's the same way with money or anything else, it's how you leave it to them. What are you trying to do? You're trying to leave a legacy, or you're trying to leave a long weekend? And long weekend meaning, let's go to the casino and blow it because now it's gone, right? The money's gone or whatever. With the cottages, the two ways of doing that is, one, we set up the cottage as a family resource, and I call that the trust model. So you set up the trust, the parent sets up the trust, and it's generally available to the kids. If the kids use it or don't use it, you don't really care. Obviously you prefer that they do, but if they don't, they don't have a share to sell. You see? The idea is that you're providing something down through the years, and nobody has the right to get their share of it, okay? Because let's face it, nobody had a right to get anything in the first place. The other model, so that's the trust model, and that's the one, frankly, I think really works best. But the other model is, and this other model can work pretty well too, the corporate model. The idea is, okay, we've got 5 kids, each kid gets a 1/5 share. So there's 5 shares, each kid gets one. If the kid moves to California or hates the water or whatever else, then there's usually a mechanism in there for the kid to sell their share back, okay, so that they get some money out of it. Now it may not be at the market value, and they may not get cash for it. We've got lots of opportunities for figuring that one out. But do you see the difference? And we're not even talking about the day-to-day expenses of running the thing, although we have to figure that part. That's another issue we have to figure out. But one way you give your kids an entitlement, okay, that if they don't use it, then they can cash it in. The other ones have to cash them in. Or you say, look, forget about this money stuff. I don't owe you anything in the first place. I'm just making this available as a resource to you, to your brothers and sisters, to your kids, on down through the generations. And because if you give somebody the right to force a buyout, you got 5 kids and 3 of them decide, hey, I don't want to go to the beach house anymore, let's get the thing sold. If you don't want to do that, then the trust model is the way to go. You're listening to the David Carrier Show. I'm David Carrier, your family's personal attorney.